morning and welcome to Wholesome Roots. Today is another Foraging Friday. Today we are going to spotlight blackberry. This delicious fruit is not only edible, but even the leaves can have some medicinal effects. Nothing better than a summer sweet treat. In the spring, there are many areas on our property that are covered in white blooms on these thorny canes. They are blackberry blooms. They have 5 petals, they are a white flower, and they are in the rose family. Blackberry's scientific name is Rubus. Blackberry produce fruit on the second year's cane. Their stems are called canes. They grow upright. Some relatives of blackberry, like the dewberry, crawl along the ground in a more crawling fashion. Blackberry have leaflets that are compound, and they are 5 or 3 leaves. If you look here, you see that most of these are 5 leaflets. So each of those stems coming off of the branch is its own leaf, and the individual leaflets are the number of 3 or 5. There are not going to be any poisonous lookalikes for blackberries, so that's a good bonus. When you see the fruit on the second year cane, you'll know that you have a blackberry plant. Blackberry, dewberry, and black raspberry are all edible, and they all look very similar. So it's a pretty easy one for a beginning forager. It's one of those that as a child I went out and foraged on my own without any assistance. The first year cane does not produce any flowers, and it does not produce any fruit. The second year cane, as you can see down here, they have fallen over with the weight of the fruit, and they are just loaded. They are also wrapped up in some invasive honeysuckle. But they are a wonderful treat to have on your homestead. They can be a little bit invasive. We do have to kind of keep them in check in certain areas where we don't want them growing in, like near our asparagus bed on the other side of the vegetable garden. There is a patch of blackberries that's definitely coming through in runners under the ground by the root system, and also by the canes laying down and touching the soil and rooting. Those are both ways that they will spread. They will also spread by the birds eating the berries and depositing the seeds throughout your homestead. This can be a blessing and it can be a curse. I see it as a blessing. It's pretty easy to mow the areas where you don't want it to grow and allow these great patches for foraging later in the season. One of the other things you can do is harvest the leaves. Not just the berries are useful on this plant. These leaves and stems have been used numerous times on our homestead to treat diarrhea in our goats. The leaves are full of antioxidants, just like the berries. Berries are full of antioxidants and anthocyanins, which are going to help fight off infection and disease. The leaves can be dried and made into a tea. They are useful for making into a gargle or mouth rinse if you have mouth sores. They can be helpful for that. So it is a great plant to harvest for fresh berries for eating directly off the plant or in your favorite blackberry cobbler recipe. Also, the leaves can be harvested and dried and used at later times in the year when you need them. Blackberry will grow pretty much anywhere. They grow in open fields, along roadside ditches, along creeks, along dry hills, in the forest, out in the open. They are pretty much diversified to grow almost anywhere. The blackberry on our property have been doing really well, and we've been using them quite a bit for the goats and for our human consumption. I guess that's pretty much it. Blackberry is one of those very simple foraging things that doesn't require a whole lot of knowledge and plant identification. So just remember, if you see something with thorns like this and 3 to 5 leaves, watch out for those blooms on the second year canes. It'll be a white bloom with 5 petals, and there will be fruit that develops after that. So keep an eye out for a wild blackberry on your property or places where you like to hike so that you can take advantage of this wonderful foraging find. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, Twitter, and Pinterest. Thank you for watching Wholesome Roots.